There's a hawk calling us right there. All right, I'm out here with my buddy Phil on the 15th of September, and we're going to do a little gating. We're going to do a little fencing, I should say, just to close things off. We might start, there's a post there. We might try pulling that up, see if it's firm enough. So we got to close this section off. There's gates up in the barn. There's two 12-footers. All right, Sharon gets to go see the barn.
Yeah, I want to go back to that big old wooden one on the so-called neighbor's lot.
Well, this one is kind of nifty. It's got character, right?
It's got a roof.
So this was the very first time we looked at it here, I don't know, a couple months ago now. It's obviously changed a lot just since I bush hogged all of this. But let's check out one of the bonuses here in this old barn that I had in the back of my mind. I knew we had these in there, so me and Phil are going to take a look and see if we could put these gates to use today.
What am I going to do with old gates? What am I going to do with old gates? What am I going to do with old gates?
Hey, they'll house a tractor and a four-wheeler. Side by side. So we'll leave 24 feet and then we'll close this off all the way to that tree line and shut off, you know, vehicular access anyways. What do you say, big dog?
You said fencing. I thought we were going to be pawning stuff.
You never know. We got a good remote location. That could work. Okay, one of the big things to consider when you're putting gates in like this, don't ask me how I learned this the hard way, but you always want to look ahead and think of semi-trailers or equipment trucks, like if we want to build a cabin or something here. So you have to make them wide enough and kind of recessed enough, I guess, into your property so that when these trucks and trailers make the wide turns, they have a wide enough gate. So that's why it's a 24-foot opening, and we have it recessed off the road so that, you know, wood trucks, lumber trucks, and whatever can get in here easy enough. And like I said, don't ask me how I learned that. Okay, and another bonus here, while we were going through the purchasing process, the previous owner told Justin that he had got two I-beams that he was going to build a bridge that are on the property. Well, we looked for them the first day when we brush hogged it and we couldn't find them, and then in the closing he told us where they were. He told us specifically where I had them stashed. So now I'm going to take a look at these, and you could see these are notched. Both of these are notched on each end, which is nice for a bridge, and they're about 20 to 21 footers. Would have been nice if they're 24 footers, but we could probably make it work. So these are super heavy duty, heavy ones, so this should work to help us probably pour a concrete bridge over the big creek crossing, you know, here, and then hopefully not too distant future. All right, it's running. All right, I gotta go get them two gates from the barn, but I don't know, man. I got the Polaris. Bill, be back in an hour. Start working.
That sounds about right.
Range is hot. All right, here's our plan to get things started. So you see this post right here. It has two pieces of hardware on it that used to house a gate. They're all rusted out and that, but we're going to pull those two hinge pieces, if you will, those hardware screws, and we're going to reuse them. That's where we're going to start. So we're going to get two 12-foot gates, and we're going to start at this post right there, and we're going to work our way across from there. You want me to hold it or no? Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I do have the hammer. We could go that way too right away.
Yeah, we better use it.
Let's start with that. Stuff's so rotten that pretty much we just pounded that bottom one in.
See if it'll.
Right now. Looks like she's going. Good deal. All right, so we got that one gated on totally for free so far. Phil is running back up to the barn. What we're trying to do is get a rebar or a steel post right down through this channel, which would just make things a little easier right now. Otherwise, the plan B is we're gonna just sink a T-post and put wire around it, you know. Eventually, I'm gonna put a new post in, but for today, I just want it all closed off. Well, looks like he's got something, maybe, yeah, something's sticking up. What you got there, Chief?
Pipe.
Wow.
Round pipe.
Nice.
I don't know if it'll be.
Not yet. That's why I'm putting this up. I mean, I got to give him something. There's no address. All right, after we finished the gates, then we worked our way down the road frontage here. And any holes, there is a fence here, but in a couple of spots it's knocked down. So any spots like that, we ran either 1 or 2 strands of barbed wire. We're going to get everything painted up purple, hang a few flags on this just to let people know that, hey, there's a new owner here and it's not open. I mean, there was no sign of trespassing that I've seen yet. There was no four-wheeler tracks or anything, but prevention is worth, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and that's the goal today, prevention. That bush? Oh, that's ivy? Oh, nice.
Is it?
Man, I usually eat that.
Know.
I ain't
Use
messing
it for
with
toilet
it.
paper. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, a successful day, no doubt. Here's the after look. Everything's purpled now. We got a couple strands of barbed wire. That field was open a little bit. Got fenced all the way down. 2 rows of barbed wire. And that gate is closed off now down there. And down at the far end, we put up some cable and T-posts and more purple. So we're in good shape now. At least you can't just like drive right in on a 4-wheeler. Special thanks to my buddy Felipe. This was all a freebie today. This is all stuff that I had left over or we found here on the property. Can't beat that. A lot of labor though.